Um, I think that this is the best display I could use right now to convey my idea of imagining my magic ghost number cubes or magic ghost number anything, any polyhedra, to be like portals and to probably possibly be made into a math that could be applied to portal technologies. And I set this up where I can explain why. Um, the outer, that's portal 1, this is portal 2. I imagine to be entangled with 1, you have to go directly through the ghost, the central ghost number. That's what I believe. You go through there through the different methods I've been studying about it to come out mathematically through some sort of mathematical space out this central ghost number, the 21 in both of these. I believe if two magic ghost number cubes are identical, then that by their nature they're entangled. And to go into one through the fractal method or the, I'm still studying this, but I just have this idea of that you can find that you'll be entangled with mathematically through a mathematical space with the central ghost number of this um, magic ghost number cube in this instance. It could be any polyhedra again. And this sort of describes what I see as the structure of the math to be applied to the portal. The outer shell cloak is the outer ghost numbers. And it's not just these outer ghost numbers here on the corners. They just haven't been there until I discovered them. Or it's also the edge numbers like 14 over here, 16 over here, and 12 right here, because 9 right here in the inner hologram or the inner shell holodeck, 9 over here, 3 over here. There's 12 on both sides. So it's doing the same thing that these spatial diagonals are doing to all these other numbers on the edges. And their counterparts are these, like the 14 is a 10 right here and a 4 down here. I think that's a 4. Or no, 7 and a 7 is a 14 on both sides. And so that's like the cloak, and this is like the corresponding holodeck, the inner shell or the inner cube in this instance. But to generalize it, you can call it a shell for any polyhedra. And the central ghost number is the central hologram. Those are the 3 basic things that make up a portal. A cloaking shell could be any type of polyhedra. An inner holodeck shell or cube in this case. And the central ghost number is the central hologram. And if you've looked at my stuff on the topology of the mirror worlds of portals, you'll realize, if I explained it in some of them, that whenever the virtual image of a person in a holodeck chamber goes through the positive or the inverted process and transmitted over to the other holodeck, it would recycle again, feed back into your own holodeck when it brings the other person's virtual image into your holodeck. And with that, it'll bring your image that's seen in that holodeck. So it's feeding back over your actual body. The virtual body is feeding back over the virtual body. And there's something about the mirror world feeding over the virtual body, as if you can climb in through the virtual hologram of the central ghost number and come out the other side through some sort of mirror world process, some chain of mirror world processes. If you looked at I'll try to find a topology of mirror worlds to link this to so you can see what I'm talking about. But here's some sort of explanation. Here's these blocks with these holograms in them. They're sonic, or I guess that's why I call them sonic holograms, created by cracks made in the interior by the focusing of sound waves. This angel and these dolphins, if you take these to be virtual holograms, going into that space, that holographic space, somehow brings you out to where the dolphins are at. And you feed back over yourself in the mirror world topology, chain of mirror worlds. And again, I'll link that video in this. But this is pretty much bordering on just fanciful ideas. But in essence, what I'm wanting to do, I'm hopefully wanting to at least make my magic ghost number cubes to be applicable to televisual portals, since they both share the similarities of cloak and shell, holodeck, interior, and central hologram in this analogy. And I think that this was the best display to over there. That's just some table furniture, I guess. And these are supposed to be parallel universes and multiverses. And these are supposed to be virtual holograms. That would be the central ghost universe. And so I hope this analogy at least gives you the idea that I have a math that might be able to be applied to televisual portals. Portal 1, Portal 2. So I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but I'm going to make this into a video and post it anyway. Thanks a lot.